All right, crack one open.
Ow.
It's
Holy
D&D
fuck.
Sunday, boys.
He got too excited.
Everyone at the map, the new map of
Yep.
Umabala. All right.
It's a nice map. The other map had character, but this map is nice.
Who remembers what happened last time?
I remember we wanted to start looking at property, but we looked like shit. So we went to go
We
get
got some clues.
We put in an order, and we returned to the shopkeeper's
Yes.
place and discovered a nearly dead Aaron? No, Aaron.
Aubrey, the young girl named Aubrey.
Wait, hold up.
Oh my god. Cody.
Faded out again. That is indeed what happened. After having found yourself successfully completing the mission of one Lady Grey in the Gold District over here, having protected her beloved Blink Dog from being stolen by a gang of dastardly death worshippers, worshippers of the cultists that worship Vecna, the god or the goddess of death, or a goddess of death, since she is a goddess in this setting.
And the sworn enemy of Ayun.
Yes, and the twin sister of the Raven Queen. Both representing death, just one natural and one unnatural. Point is, that is lore that does not matter. You went back to Lady Grey and were like, what the hell? You were just using this as bait. She's like, yeah, I didn't want you to act like bait so you couldn't know you were actually used for that, because if you walk into a park and say, boy, I sure hope no one kills or tries to kill us and steal this dog, it gets pretty obvious. Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Somebody's dying.
What just happened?
Sorry.
What was that?
My wife just sent me something. It was pretty great. I'm
Did
sorry.
she send you
What
a
the fuck?
murder?
The fuck, Connor?
Sorry.
What does your wife get off to?
I don't know.
Her own murder.
I mean,
Anyways,
same, but
Anyways, so you tried to interrogate the cultists that were being taken away, but the gold guards, this sort of private security of the gold district, were not having it. However, Throcknar, I think that's his name. Grondar? Throcknar?
Grondar.
Turned into an animal and did track where they took him. He is not being particularly well guarded, so you know it wouldn't be, if you wanted to get in there and question him, it wouldn't be too terribly hard. But that is something to do for another time. You decided that you are probably going to be in Umwabala for at least a while, trying to help the plague that has broken out, mostly in Fleabite, and the Ash Ruins is the place where they're the poorer parts of town that are really being affected by this plague. And it's really...
Colin, did you pay for the map program?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say half these buildings I don't recognize.
Yes, I did pay for it. Since it's $25 a year. Fuck it.
No, from what I can tell, it's absolutely worth it. The shit that some people can come up with is insane.
Yeah, I'm not that creative. Of course, I only used it this past week, so who knows. But you decided you were going to see about some real estate, maybe renting out a house. It is indeed a buyer's market, because it turns out there's a lot of empty housing in places where the plague has hit, or at least around it. But before doing that, before heading into the judge's court and finding some sort of real estate agent or some sort of office of sort of whatever they call it, purchasing a house, whatever, you decided to stop in at the alchemist's shop that you had been previously charged with guarding. Stepping into the alchemist shop, Toman's tinctures and tonics, you were a bit surprised to find that there was a trail of blood that was smeared across the floor, heading towards the back. And following it, you did find young Aubrey, one of the thieves that you had stopped from breaking into the building. Very, very savagely beaten. Just a young girl that was hurt. And Beck did heal her up, but some scars are not physical. But that's where you find yourself currently in the back room of Toman's Tinctures and Tonics. At this point, Aubrey has calmed down a bit. Her breathing is settled. Her face is still pretty swollen, but most of the wounds have knitted closed thanks to the magics of Beck and the sort of paladin magics that he was able to infuse into her. What would y'all like to do?
Connor, did you tell Colin to assume that Thrucknar was not here?
I'm assuming.
Colin's already.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's doing something with scouting the prisoner or something.
He's doing his own thing.
Just making sure.
But yeah, you're currently somewhere around here.
Here or here or here.
Somewhere within the North Market District.
Or here or here.
But yes, how would y'all like to proceed?
So she's in the basement?
No, she was in the side room, the bedroom.
Gotcha.
She, from this map, remember, she had dragged herself from the basement there all the way into this room here. And of course, right there is where she came, the boarding over cellar was. They can pry up boards and get into it. Did I go deaf?
No, I'm here. I'm thinking. She's alive.
She is
Yeah,
alive.
Mike laid on hands on her. Please do not call the
He
FBI.
did lay his hands on the 10-year-old girl.
Shut the fuck up.
Never mention that.
Poor Lou. I mean, I would go check the basement, but I can't see.
Why couldn't you see?
I do not have dark vision.
You could light a torch.
How many days do we have till the owner comes back?
You have another probably 2 days or so.
Has the place been robbed, or is it just the girl that came back?
Roll a investigation.
Investigation.
Is she awake or
She is currently awake. Much better than she was before. One eye is swollen shut, but the other eye is...
Nat one!
What happened?
Everything looks looks fine to you. You are pretty sure that this room is really nice. It's a really nice room. Clearly nothing's been disturbed in it.
Except for the blood.
Except for the blood. You don't even notice the blood with the one.
What? I asked her,
What do you ask her?
are you okay? Because I think I remember her saying they had her brother. Or am I...
You did remember.
But when you
remember that, that is, you did remember that correctly. She says, "I'll be okay now." But they took Aaron. They took him. And
Who is they?
the boss, the one that
I
was
think
with
I have
us
enough.
that night. He met us whenever we went down into the sewers, and he was so angry whenever we said we didn't steal anything. And Aaron, well, he grabbed me, and Aaron pushed him away as best as he could, and he said we weren't going to be part of it anymore, and that's when he turned on us, and he attacked us. And I wouldn't have gotten away if Aaron hadn't stopped him. Please, he's got my brother.
Do you know where he would have taken her? Or him?
It would have been in the sewers. That's where we meet. That's where all of his children are. He said he was gonna make an example out of him. To show anyone that wants to leave that it's foolish to do so.
Is this the was this the boss that did this?
Yes, it was the boss.
And he did this to you too?
He did.
I guess we should probably look into cleaning this up, and then maybe we should. I'm gonna pull people, and maybe we should look into help.
All right, get some rest. We'll figure this out. Put her on the bed.
Does she have any
Cody, no.
marks, like her wrist or neck, like she was bound or anything?
It does not look like she was bound at all. It just looked like she was beaten.
All right.
Whenever you try to lay her on the bed, she sort of gets up and says, No, I know these sewers far better than you. I can at least point you in the right direction.
How okay, I'm sorry, this is getting into the semantics of healing. How healthy is she? Is she like delirious or
No, she's probably sore, but the healing is taking care of her. She's certainly within her right mind.
Okay, so
we're assuming that healing means that she was hurt, but now she's healed, as if we would be.
Yes.
And she doesn't need like to stop shock or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
She still got some bruises and some swelling on the side of her face. But the broken bones that she had are healed, as well as the lacerations.
I think this might be a little beyond us, guys.
What do you think we should do? This is, whether we like it or not, this is our fault.
True.
And I won't let the possible death of the child lay on my mind.
Yeah.
But we do need to do this smart.
Yeah, I mean, that just means he will be back here, like, repeatedly, and they're gonna keep stealing. Like, he's already hurting a ton of people. We'd be wrong to not, if we're not gonna handle this ourselves, we at least need, because he might be somebody that we wouldn't mind seeing get turned into a stone statue.
No, this is personal. We need to handle this.
I don't disagree.
Well, we're a man short. Do we want to handle it now?
Noted.
So, question on that is I forget what his actual name
Grondar.
Grondar, the druid.
Grondar.
Ranger.
Is Grondar technically with us? Could we have him stay and just watch the shop as we...
He said he was off doing his own thing.
Yeah, Beaver said he peeled off before we got to the shop, so he is actually not aware of the girl.
Okay.
That is technically a retcon, but he did.
Yeah, that's fine since he can't be here, so he will
Yeah.
have his own adventure. But what's the plan?
Alright.
I feel like if this guy catches us going after him, he's just gonna kill us.
I mean, he's
I'm
just
gonna
keep
kill
killing.
him.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I know I've already expressed my opinion on this. If we keep leaving him, he's gonna keep stealing poisons and keep killing.
It's a difficult position to be in. That being said, you certainly don't have to. Umwabala is a very large city with an extensive amount of things to do. And you did express interest in looking into real estate after you've cleaned yourself up. But it's up to y'all as to what you want to do.
I vote go
Go to where?
to deal with this.
You're right. But can we really take her with us? What choice?
I think maybe we should escort her personally to Lady Grey.
That might
Are
be.
we gonna be so? Let's be honest, guys. Would we be able to find our way? I mean, she did have a.
Well,
Can we fit in this?
That's all.
Looking at.
But she might know the passages that are.
Then do we take her with us and protect her? Do we take her to a certain point and have her go back on her own? Which obviously did not help them the.
I would not tell her to go on her own. And I mean, that's another argument for not letting her stay here if we think the guy. And if we leave the shop might get robbed. And
This robbery means nothing compared to this right now.
I'm just saying that is a future liability. We did agree to protect the place. But what I really meant for that is you can't leave the girl here if we think the place is going to be.
You're right.
I say we take her, we let her lead us, but we don't have her. Yay.
I think that's fair.
Now I guess we need to.
All right. So,
I don't like it, but we need to. That's.
all right. So is that? So what is? Tally. What is the final plan?
I'm guessing what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Aubrey show us the path to where the boss and her brother would be if she knows where they are. We're gonna settle this.
All right. Aubrey seems eager to do so, more than happy to lead you on this path as she sort of sits up from the bed and she says, there might still be time to save Aaron if we can get there fast enough. She rather gingerly climbs out of the bed and heads towards the opening in the floorboard there, pushing some of the boards to the side. She descends down into the dank, dark cellar, this former Cooper's cellar that is filled with old, rotten barrels and an entrance into the sewers of the city of Umwabala. But she, despite the darkness, she moves with a surety of the the grace and confidence of someone that has walked this path several times, as she takes your hand, Himlig, and begins pulling you down into the darkness.
Well, luckily, I can see in the dark.
Yes. Does anybody not have dark vision?
Bulwark doesn't.
I'm a human.
So
I reach into my backpack and I pull out a lantern that I believe I have a bullseye lantern.
I mean, don't you also have dancing lights?
No, I am a rock gnome.
That's right.
I pull into my bag and pull out a bullseye lantern as I quietly add that to my list of items that I own.
That's not how that works.
I don't have a lantern.
Actually, I did buy lanterns back when we bought our cart.
That's true.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, we
I'm
bought
sure
a
you
whole
have
bunch.
A lantern amongst your supplies.
Yeah. I do have torches, though, if need be. But a bullseye lantern.
I have a hooded lantern and a bullseye lantern.
Bullseye would be better for the sewers.
So wait, are we escorting her to Lady Grey by way of the sewers?
No.
Okay. So we're not taking her to Lady Grey.
Not right.
Okay.
Himlig, she takes your hand and pulls you along as Beck holds alight a bullseye lantern, and it becomes very apparent after your first couple of turns that within the sprawling labyrinthine expanse of the Mwabala sewers, you surely would have been lost without her. However, everyone roll a perception check.
Everyone?
Everyone. That's, yeah.
16. Also, I'm going to redo my portent rolls since it's been who knows how long since I've re-rolled them, and it's probably a new day now.
Do you really want to waste the most perfect portent roll that was ever made?
Do I still have that 1 in 20? I don't remember.
It's technically
It's still the same day?
Yeah, you haven't gone.
Okay, I'll keep the 1 and the 20.
All you've done
When I was showing the kids how portent works, I rolled 2 10s, and I was internally going,
I'm raging. But yes, technically all you've done is go to the district and you acted as the bait
let's
and
be
go
honest,
home.
last session was probably like 5 hours of game time.
I fucking hate that bird. Alright, what was your perception rolls?
18.
6.
What was Hemlig's?
16. Send it.
16. Okay, I got you. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't looking over I didn't have my the chat one up. I had the assets one up. Alright. Every now and then, she pauses at like a junction and she runs her hand along the wall, along the sort of stony structure. If you rolled with a 16 or higher, you notice that there are small indentation on the walls. And
There are small what?
Indentations on the walls. They look like they look a bit like arcane runes, but there's nothing magical about them. There are rough lines. It appears to be a like a directional system of some sort.
How detailed is it? Like, is it just, left, right, or is it like instructions? Oh, I'm assuming it's in Thieves' Cant. Never mind. Okay.
I would say it is written in roll an
Actually,
intelligence check. 'Cause your
I
character
have-
might not know that.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. That is just a baseline intelligence.
Yes.
15.
You, Bulwark, came across this in your time in prison. It is indeed a vague written form of she seems to know it very well. As she runs her hand along the wall, it is almost imperceptible. She has to sort of run her hand over and feel the indentations. And as she pauses for a second, thinks about it, she says, "Alright, we need to go left here." And she's very sort of hurriedly begins heading to the left down the sewers. The sewer music is about Alright.
I want to take Hemlig to fall back a little bit.
She's leading us.
No, I understand. I want to take Hemlig and fall back behind the group a little bit. And I was gonna ask, do you have any way of marking our own trail? There's a chance she may not be coming back with us.
I can it'd be simple, but we can make marks in the walls ourselves. Let's see.
I will leave that to Hemlig, and I will catch up to the rest of them. But still walking slowly so that Hemlig can still see me, so he doesn't fall behind.
Alright. When you fall back to talk to Hemlig, say your message, Aubrey turns and motions for you to come closer, and she says, "Stay close. It's not safe to travel alone down here." It continues on her way.
I will apologize, and then see what Hemlig figures out.
I can cast some runes on the wall, but they won't last for long. But we could always, scratch our own writings on the wall if you think that would be helpful.
I mean, Bulwark's paranoid, so he might just be overthinking it. But it seems like she's in a hurry, so perhaps we'll just hurry on.
Yeah, let's keep going.
She travels deeper into the sewers, and she, the light almost seems to close in around you. Your bullseye lantern eliminating less and less of the darkness as it seems to close around you like a velvety black blanket enveloping your area until, for a brief time, you are actually just walking along a stony pathway with this disgusting sewer water just running on both sides. There's a very foreboding atmosphere here, even more so than you would expect in the sewers. The air is heavy, it's cool, presses against your skin, turning it clammy. And Bulwark, as you pass through the darkness, you see at the edge of the lantern light, the dim light right where it turns, just right where you wouldn't be able to see it anymore, there is a figure that is nearly imperceptible. For a second, it may very well be a brief sort of glimpse of your imagination, maybe a trick that the light is playing on you. But there is a woman, and half of her face is pristine and beautiful with flowing blonde hair, but the other half is burnt and blackened. Her eye completely melted away, little more than a cloudy goo that is sort of spilling down her cheek. And then it is gone. And you are immediately struck by the clothing she wore, the clothing of your circus troupe, your previous circus troupe, a mummer's clothing, acrobat's clothing, garish and bright, a stark contrast to the dull grays and greens of the sewer around you.
Colin, you did cut out there briefly. Did you say it was a woman?
It was a woman.
Okay.
It was a woman you recognize. A woman whose face is forever burned into your memory. It was, his name, what was it? Yin Sandaral?
Yin Sandoral was Elwyn's last name.
Yes, Elwyn's sister.
Okay.
The one that you had, I suppose, had a thing for, been involved with somehow.
How cramped is it in here?
Right now, it's actually quite open. The walkway is roughly 10 feet across, and beyond that, it is like there's sludge-filled water for another 5 feet on both sides. It's actually pretty open for a sewer. The curved ceiling is only 10 feet above you, though.
I think Bulwark would probably pick up the pace and try and move to the front of the group.
Alright. You move forward. Roll it. Do me a favor. Roll a deception for me.
Just me? Or
Yep, just you.
everyone?
Your face is visibly paled.
Whose face? Sorry, you're cutting out again, Colin.
Your face is visibly paled. And your quickened pace has really alerted Aubrey that something is wrong, but she turns to you and says, "You saw her too, didn't you?"
Fuck. Oh shit, I don't want to do this. Bulwark's gonna grab her.
Alright, roll a grapple check.
Yep.
Is that a woman? Grab her.
No, I'm grabbing Aubrey.
Oh, okay.
The woman's a figment of my imagination, but apparently she saw her too. What am I rolling? I'm sorry.
It's a grapple check, so for you it'd probably be athletics, or it would be athletics for you. For her, it's an acrobatics check, which I don't think she'll pass. So.
She might. I got kind of low. 14.
No, you easily scoop her up into your arms.
And I'm not gonna. What do you mean? Who did you see?
I told you the sewers down here aren't safe.
But you said her. How do you know her?
I don't know her. I don't know who she was. But I can tell you saw her. These sewers are strange. It used to be...
Can I
like
roll an
this.
insight check to see if she...
Yes.
That would be a 13, I think. Yeah, 13.
She's truthful with you. She doesn't seem like she knows who it was, but she did see her. And she says, "It wasn't always this way. It used to be just sewers. When I was a little girl growing up, things weren't like this, but for the past couple of years, things have happened. Even before the plague. They would say that the dead walked these sewers, that there were figments of death down here. And then those people came. Those people bearing the insignia of the hand. And, well, we just try to stay out of their way, and we try to move through the sewers in a group.
I'll I Bulwark shakes his head, looks at Hemlig and back and puts her down.
Did we all see that, or just him?
I've been rolling my perception checks, and they have been so low. I am daydreaming right now.
Beck's remembering a fine lass at the monastery.
Just, I'm not here.
It was just Bulwark that saw that. Just Bulwark and her.
Hang on, Colin. I gotta remember her first name.
Aubrey.
No, Cody. Bulwark's having memories of.
Oh, her name. Okay.
It's part of his character's backstory. It's almost like I've worked it in on purpose, much like the cult of Vecna and Beck. Don't worry, Himmelig, you'll have your turn.
Well, I mean, technically, Ioun's completely against Vecna.
Ioun has deserted you. Your god is left. You are filled with nothing but sadness. There is a noose that is in front of you. What do you do?
Just like...
You find out Bran takes the throne in Game of Thrones. What do you do?
Fuck.
Connor, I am 3 beers deep and like a tumbler of bourbon in, my man.
Jesus.
Good stuff. I might start playing catch up in a bit. Yeah, no, I'll put her down and kind of bows his head low and.
But as you put her down and you
apologize.
bow her head low, she says, "Just stay close to me." There's a surprising, as you've kind of seen before, she is sort of surprisingly mature. Her brother is obviously not, but she turns on her heel and continues walking down through the sewers, coming to the end of like this stretch of the gray sort of slimy stone. She sort of reaches up to the wall, feels the indentations, and continues on determinedly. She is now actually picking up her pace. She is almost at she is at like a jog. For Bulwark, it's still just like a brisk walk. As you head into the sewers, and I am going to have to put together a sewer map real fast. Because
while you're doing that, I'm gonna get a drink.
I'm gonna get some water.
I've actually only got my Ravenloft maps right now, so I'm gonna make that real fast.